I really wish I could listen to music while making these videos. I've tried. I listen to Leve, maybe a little bit of Travis Scott, and yeah, you guys can hear it. I don't know why my headset. I don't know why you can hear what I'm hearing from my headset. My friends on Discord also said that when I'm listening to music or watching a YouTube video, they can hear it from my headset even though I don't have speakers for some reason. It's so random. Alright, but let's get into this video. In this video, I'll be showing you how to turn polar coordinates into rectangular coordinates. Now, if you haven't watched my video on complex planes, you might be a little bit lost in this video. So I'll leave that video linked down in the description for you guys. In that video, I explained what the complex plane was, what complex numbers are, and their uses in electrical engineering, and how you can actually turn rectangular coordinates into polar coordinates. But in this video, I'm going to do the opposite. I'm going to show you how to turn polar coordinates into rectangular coordinates using Euler's formula. Okay, r times e to the power of j times theta is equal to r cosine of theta plus r j sine of theta. This is Euler's identity. And doesn't this awfully look a lot like this guy right here, a plus jb? A plus jb is a complex number. So how can you actually solve for a? Well, using Euler's formula like this, let's say we have 5e to the j30. Well, this 5 represents r, and this theta right here, this 30 represents theta. So your number in polar coordinates is just 5 30 degrees in this case, is it not? Well, you can actually turn this 5e to the j30 into a format that looks like so. And r cosine looks awful lot like a, right? The real part of your complex number. And r, maybe, I'll switch this around. So you have jr. R sine looks an awful lot like b, doesn't it? Well, that's actually how you calculate this. R cosine of theta is equal to a. And b, is equal to a. Yeah, b is equal to sine. B is equal to r sine of theta. Right? So using Euler's number, we can actually decompose your polar coordinate into rectangular coordinates. So a is equal to r times the cosine of theta, and b is equal to the r sine of theta. Okay? So let's erase everything here. We don't need this anymore. We just need our formula, and we just need this polar coordinate. So what we have here is 5 and 30. A is equal to, so their format is AJB. A right here is equal to 5 times the cosine of 30, which is simply equal to 5 times the square root of 3 over 2. Let's fix the 5. It kind of looks really nasty. And B is equal to 5 times the sine of 30 degrees, by the way, which is just 5 over 2. So maybe I should evaluate these with my calculator. So 5 times the cosine of 30, 5 times the sine of 30. This right here is 4.33, and this right here is 2.5. So if we were to write this in as a complex number, we would get 4.33 plus j 2.5 times 2.5. And we actually turned 5 30 into 4.33 plus j 2.5. So all you really need to do is use this formula here. Oops. You don't have to really understand Euler's identity, right? I just wanted to show you the logic behind it. Not Euler's identity. Oh my god. Euler's formula, not identity. Oh no, that's bad. But keep clicking Control X. But yeah, just use this guy. A is equal to r cosine theta. B is equal to r sine theta. And remember, you have r here and theta here, right? R is your magnitude of your angle. Wait, the magnitude of the line between the origin and your point. And 30 is just the angle here in your polar coordinate. Let's turn 3 and 300 into rectangular coordinates. So A is equal to r cosine of theta. R is 3. Cosine of theta is 300. B is equal to 3 sine of 300 as well, degrees. Let's go ahead and evaluate these. So 3 times the cosine of 300 and 3 times the sine of 300. So you have 1.5 here, and you have negative 2.6 here. Negative 2.68 if you want to be exact. So A is 1.5, B is negative 2.68. So you have the format A plus JB for a complex number. So you simply have 1.5 minus J 2.608. So this guy right here and this polar coordinate are both equal to each other. Let's find A for this. A, again, is equal to 9 times the cosine of the angle, which is 135 theta. You know, I actually kind of like writing with this font. I've been using 4 pixels for my pen size. I used 7 pixels for this one. I think this might be a lot easier to see. So I think maybe I'll use this from now on. B is equal to 9 sine of 135 theta. All right. All we need to do is evaluate this into a calculator. 9 cosine of 135 sine 135. So you get negative 6.36, and you also get 6.36 here. So A plus JB turns into negative 6.36 plus J 6.36. And these two are equal to each other. So it's really not that bad. As long as you know this guy right here, A is equal to R cosine theta, B is equal to R cosine theta, you'll be good. So, as always, if you have any questions, put it down in the comment section. And if you found this video helpful, consider subscribing and liking the video.